So today we're going to be working on a redmax strato charged. It's a filthy unit. It's a GZ25N. See how many cc's it's got. They don't even list the cc's. Oh, 25.4 cc. Look how bad this unit looks, and we're about to work on it right now just to show you, even though this isn't a popular unit, just how easy it is to get these clean, fixed, operating, and we'll even show you this in use. And I promise you, this is not a functioning unit right now, so we're gonna get this up and running as soon as possible. Action. All right, there we go.
All right, gotta pull that thing up.
Let me come around.
Well, another thing I seen wrong on this unit was when I pulled this up, this thing was already loose. If you could see me turning it. So it's like 4 or 5 different things that weren't really right on this unit. Which is nothing. We'll get the grill going. Nice plug. Let me get this back in here and we'll test the spark real fast. And then I'm going to clean it up and we'll get back to you in very shortly. All right, let me tighten that down. All right, so we're going to start with the spark plug tester. You pop this off. It's a very, very handy tool. Stick this right on here, same as you would with the other. And we take this part here and you stick it right in here. And then you have your sidekick stick his finger on this little piece of metal.
I did not do that.
And when I pull it, if I can't see it, I'll definitely hear him.
Yeah, right.
All right, here we go. We're gonna try it.
Yeah, there's sparks.
All right, today we got this hedge trimmer. We're gonna open it up and see what we got inside here. We found this in the garbage. Somebody threw it out because I figured there was no more hope for it. But I think that everything has hope. And we'll see what happens here. Too bad here. No filter. Let's go inside and see what we got. It's lovely in there.
Filthy on the top.
Yeah. It's been
Used and abused.
pretty much. Okay, now I'm going to take off the fuel lines.
Loosen the cap.
Yes, absolutely.
Remember, everyone, loosen the cap.
Here we go.
How's that primer ball looking from here? Yeah.
Tight frogs. All right, there we go. Okay, so what it looks like from right now, we have bad fuel lines. Okay, you can see all the green on this. That's bad fuel. It's been sitting in there. This fuel line, it wouldn't come off because it was leaking all over the place. So we're definitely gonna have to do that. Look at this. It just breaks apart. All right, now down here, we're gonna have to unscrew this to get this out. Or perhaps I'll just take these two out, just to take it from there. Yeah, I could get the carburetor up and running. But gaskets aren't looking real bad, not good. total filth in there. Let's take a look in the gas tank, see what this looks like in here. Alright, so looking inside the gas tank, it's pretty clean. Actually, it's very clean, surprising. Well, this is your fuel line hose right here. And as we look inside the gas tank, it looks like there's a whole bunch in there. Actually, way more than what you really need. So, alright, I'm just gonna play around and see if I can pull some of this out and find some good hose. If I can, that'll save a lot. Let's see what we got. Wow, they got a lot of hose in there. That's a lot of hose. A little tank, that's a lot of hose. Actually, you only need probably like that much.
Yeah.
Maybe a little more. And this is your, your vent. It drops the excess out. So that ain't no biggie. We're gonna have to maybe change this. Okay, so fuel filter don't look too bad. But this hose down here, which is nice, it's nice and flexible. Now this up here,
Brittle.
brittle and very hard. Okay, so that's a good thing. So we'll be able to clean this up and perhaps even reuse this stuff here, which is very nice. Okay, now getting back onto this. Since the line itself here, since the line itself is still working, everything's doing good, I'm just gonna pull this out. Okay, I'm gonna leave this on because I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna clean this up real good all the way around. But I do have to get into here. Primer ball still sounds good, has good suction and everything. So let's see what we got here. Good. This is all going to be clean. If you could see, you got good spring in the diaphragm. Good, nice spring. So that means when that gas comes in there, it fills up. The one comes up and shuts it off. So everything looks pretty good there. Now, if I can get this off, give me 1 minute. Something I gotta get.
We'll be right back.
All right, I went and got my trusty little knife to try to pry off this. Sometimes my little knife seems to do very well, but a razor blade does excellent too. Now, I like to try to repair things. I don't like to replace unless necessary. I think you could save a lot of money just taking something and just clean it up real good. Give a little oil, a little love, tender love and care, and it'll work good for you. Let's see if we can't get this up. See, I just get under there as best I can and try not to rip it. Pry it up just a teeny bit. Just a teeny bit at a time. Let's see what we got. Not too bad, not too bad. This all sits down when it goes in there. Now, you have the option of going to the shops and then picking up a new one like this, which is perfect. You go out there, you get the new one. That's one less thing you ever have to worry about.
It's like a 10-cent part right there.
$3.
$3 part, not bad.
All right, let's hit this next part.
And for the record, if that's all we had to replace on this unit other than a big deep clean and making sure everything was functional, maybe replacing some hose, save you a lot of money.
Let's see if I can get this in. See, my whole thing is to get the thing repaired. Oh, look at the gunk in this. Look at the gunk in that. Now this is your fuel screen. Okay, that screens all the junk from getting into the carburetor. This definitely got to be repaired, or not repaired, but definitely got to be cleaned up.
Yeah, deep cleaned.
Same with this part here. This is pretty nasty. This thing must have been sitting for a good while. Now, once again, let's see if we can get this. Now, a lot of times, when I get something like this, I take it in. I use a lot of Dawn. It seems to, like they say, cut the grease. So that helps. I get in there and I do my thing. Trim it up, get it nice. Then I boil it with Dawn. And then after it's done boiling, all the bubbles come out, everything goes through all the ports and all the stuff inside here and back in here. Then I'll just let it sit for a little bit. Then I'll give it a good rinsing. But always, trust me, always check for the small springs and the small screen, because I've had them down the drain, not good. And then you gotta go get something to repair it. So this here is pretty nasty on the bottom side of this. So we may have to replace that, but I will try to clean it. This here, it's pretty dirty. All right, let's try this bottom unit now. Actually, it's the top unit. All right, make sure that's it. There we go. Here we go. Let's see if I can. This sucker's really stuck.
We'll be right back. Action.
All right, taking out these two screws, one here and one here. I want to get down in here and just clean all this out, because this is a major part of this carburetor. We have springs, we have everything, little vents, and it's got to be cleaned out, make sure everything's running. If you look down in here, you got to get down in there and clean all that out. It comes all the way down into here. Okay, so we're gonna take care of that, and then I'm probably gonna put that cork back in, spray this all down, and try this thing looking new. The last thing I'm gonna do before I do that, though, is I'm gonna check for decent spark. I'm sorry, I haven't done that yet.
You want to do it right now?
Yes, I'll do it right this second.
We'll be right back. Go.
All right, this is one of the degreasers I like to use. It works pretty good for me. It's heavy duty. You spray a whole damn thing down. I can spray the whole thing everywhere, little crevice everywhere. Inside here, right at the breathing, it stinks real bad. All the way around. The only holes I'm worried about is these holes here, and that ain't no big deal really, because I'm gonna rinse it real good and turn it all upside down, and before it has a chance to really do anything, I'm gonna have it all done, ready to go. After leaving this thing soak for 5-10 minutes, I'm just gonna blast it off with some water. See where it gets at. Stuff really works good. I found other cleaners really good. A couple other brands out there. You don't have to spend a lot. It does its job.
Action.
All right. Now we got our.
Show them the STP. Show them that.
This is what I like to use.
It restores the finish on units like this. Show
like-
them how it's done.
Yeah, it's like a quick, cheap wax job. All right, what you do is just put it on real nice, all over the place. we'll see if we can't get this thing looking and running like brand new. It's I don't know if I said it, but it's an automatic transmission fluid.
It's STP transmission fluid. It's what we use every time we need to restore a unit.
Yeah, one quick over. Helps it come back to life a little bit.
Not many people know about this secret that we're using right now.
Well, they do now.
Yeah, they do now.
Alright. Here we go. Just gonna rub this down a little bit. I like it because it's quick, it's easy, and it makes it pretty. Okay, eventually, later on, I will take this stuff off because it has no use. So probably this stuff here, leave the numbers. And then I'll take a brush and really clean that, and then I'll re-grease through the grease fittings, sharpen it, all the teeth, and then go down and grease and lubricate all that. So it's exactly what you want when you buy it.
Alright, we'll be right back. This is what the unit looks like afterwards. I know you might not recall, but you can always back up the video to see this unit area, this area right here that was filthy. All this is now in, you know, just a little subprime, good for resale, good for usage for another couple years. We'll be right back after we clean the carburetor and get everything situated. Thank you.
Everything, make everything nice and clean and squeaky. So I like to try to use as much as I have and spend as little as I can. So far this thing has cost me nothing. I already had the automatic transmission fluid. I already had the
Hoses,
which I didn't have to replace the hoses because this one's long enough. All I had to do was pull that up, snip it, and it's gonna work. Okay, over here, the rip in this little piece right here, put a little touch of super glue, held it together. Right here, you can't even actually see it. It was right here. Can't even actually see it. It'll fit in there perfect. The rubber's still perfect. I cleaned everything, oiled it, drained it, and everything should be perfect. Now,
let's try it out.
Let's try it out. Okay, now when blowing these things out, you always want to make sure that you don't blow something you want out in the grass or wherever you're sitting. So I'm going to go now and see what we can do. I'll take it out for you. Okay, it's a rubber, and you take it out. Cut my fingernails. Hold on 1 second.
I can do it real quick. Trade.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, this piece right here, it's like a little, you pull this out. There we go. Okay, we can look through there. Everything's clean. It comes back into here. Okay, this here is like the little, I don't know what the hell they call that. Maybe a diaphragm, but it opens up and it helps let water or gas go in and out. But sometimes you get debris in here. Be careful with this fly. Set this back in there. Okay, it's really easy way of putting it in. Just stick it in there and wiggle. Boom, done. Okay. So that's done. This here, and inspect it. Everything looks good. Turn it nice. So we blow the top off. It works. Okay, primer ball's in great shape. We got our screws. Okay, this is the last piece. Still got a little work to do with this. So I'm gonna sit down and clean this out. It didn't come as clean as I'd like it. Right there. So I'm gonna get a couple picks, maybe clean this up, and I'll be done. Alright, here we go. Let's start getting this thing back together again. See if we can't get this old girl running. She looks pretty now. Let's see what happens.
One of the best things you could do is what we're doing right now is film. You ever have a problem, you can just look at the original footage and see how things are put together. You could also watch this video to see an idea of how a unit like this gets put together. But the best thing you could do is film yourself, even if it's at a standard angle and you're not using two people.
Yeah, film's better than trying to remember.
Yeah.
Together. It's like a puzzle.
We'll be right back. Action.
Alright, I like to put the screws in, not tight, but snug, so I can get all four in nice and straight. Perhaps that's just me, but it seems to work. Just put a little extra. Make sure they're nice and tight. Let me see. There we go.
Get a good angle at this, because this is a complicated situation.
Really. Let's see. It's just bringing her down through there. Let's see if let's go this way. There we go. Now, the only thing is we gotta make sure that it's in the right spot. So this should be this way, so we're gonna turn this around. Okay, make sure everything's lined up. There we go. Snapped in, ready to go. Alright.
We'll be right back.
Alright, after lining it up real nice. Sure, fit in there. Same thing. Snug it in there. Not snug really, it's just so it pulls it tight so it doesn't move. There we go there. Okay, pretty much carburetor is done. We're gonna move on over to the gas tank now. We're gonna reinsert this. First thing I want to do is take this gas line, see if I can't get this all the way up. There we go. Right about. Right down to there. Alright. We gotta by here, get rid of all this bad. If you can see here, from sitting there in the sun and everything, get indentation all the way around.
It's very visible.
Yeah, it really starts wearing on it. Makes the hose super hard and everything. Pretty much everything in the gas is doing all right, but we'll do that. This piece here. You know what? I'm gonna put a new piece on here too. Hold on one sec. All right, I'm just gonna trim this a teeny bit so it's easier to get in the plug here. It's not really the worst thing. Actually, it was. All right. Let me see. Let me put this in here. Set this. There we go. Okay. Not as much line as we want on both sides. Okay. On this one here, this is your intake. This is the drain. And you don't want a lot in this because when it comes through, it goes through everything, through your carburetor and stuff. Okay. It comes through and it comes out. This one here comes out and it goes back in the tank. If it's all the way in the tank, some people put too much in there. I just think like maybe that much into the tank and the rest is up above.
Poke it through there.
Here, if you look on one side, it should be smaller than the other side. Let's see if I can get both sides here. Okay, see, this is the other side. That's where it sits on the cable. This side over here is around where this little knob right here will sit inside like so. Put this in, see how it's sitting right inside there? Moves around so it moves right around that piece right there, which is, it's nothing big, it's just a pain in the butt. There we go. You want it to be facing like that. Okay, get that in there. I can't believe it. It happens. Yeah. There we go, like that. Okay. Get sucked in. Okay, this is also your idle adjustment, this screw right here. This will let this thing go all the way around, or you can tighten it, which gives you more idle. Okay, we'll get to that later if we need to. All right, let me tighten this thing up and see what we got. All right, now we're gonna put this all back together and see what we got. I'm only going to put one in because it likes to give me a hard time. I'm going to wait with the fuel lines, get that up a little bit. Line up your holes. Get the screw in there. Up here. 1 and 2. The fuel lines are out of the way. Okay, so my lucky screw gun. Under here, take a peek. Slide this way.
Oh, we gotta get that on camera. Dang. connecting these gas lines